Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. You'll see the West All-Stars and Team World. And it's the West All-Stars to start out. I'll look at the West All-Stars starting group. They've got Curry. Jokic is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's LeBron in the small forward position. Now Doncic after the missed three from Stephen Curry.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
They get it back. Jokic plays it up and banks it in.
Jokic doing a nice job there, boxing out the defense to earn a second chance shot.
Doncic against Curry. That one falls.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Now here's Doncic. Outside Curry. 13 feet away. It's good.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Here's Doncic. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
And that one's good. Doncic.
Doncic, such a difficult matchup. Too big for a guard, too skilled for most wings. Luka is simply a problem in capital letters, exclamation point.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Clark. Doncic dishes to Clark. It's another look. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Clark. Doncic has got his third basket of the night. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. The three for Doncic. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
That puts them in the lead. Doncic has got 8.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
The pass to Doncic. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the West All-Stars.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And he comes up with the deuce. 10 points for him.
Boy, what balance from Doncic. I mean, he never seems to get rattled, even when he attracts contact on the way to score. Maintains his poise in those situations extremely well for a young player.
First team foul.
West All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Arguably the most impactful player in modern NBA history. Stephen Curry has changed how the game is played, really making this more of a three-point shooting league.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Wagner passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Team World. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Hey, guys, what's your take so far on Team World?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
They've got Barrett Rui Hachimura out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Doncic, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the two-guard spot. And for the West, Paul George is out there with Simmons. Then there's Brown, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Paul in at the point guard. And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Count the basket. Doncic has got 12 points in the game.
That's just a fantastic decision from Doncic, seeing a chance to go to work inside and taking it.
Pass to George, and here's Gobert. Paul passes to George. 6 to shoot. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That is his first foul of the game. The West making some changes. Sabonis comes in for Rudy Gobert, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Paul.
Damian Lillard.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here's Simmons, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Hachimura kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. No good off the back of the rim. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the West. 1:33 left to play in the first half. With the second effort, and Simmons with the lay-in. Simmons got the lead up to 4 now for the West All-Stars. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
Lillard, the pass to George. Back to Lillard. Some nice passing here by the West. Here's Brown, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Brown's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Doncic. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward, this guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
Now, here is George. There's Brown with the 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. On offense, here's Team World, trailing by 2. Clark trying to get open. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Defensive foul.
Tell you what, guys, that's not an easy finish, but somehow Doncic makes it look rather effortless.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Jokic, he's checked in for Sabonis. Giannis comes in for Ben Simmons. LeBron, he's checked in for George. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jaylen Brown. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. And Lillard kicks to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
You know, this is why you run the offense through Damian Lillard. I mean, sure, he's going to get his, but he's also going to make sure others get theirs, too.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. West All-Stars lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Barrett. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Clark in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the West, Antetokounmpo out there with Jokic. Then it's Curry. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Doncic in at the 2 guard. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the miss from Stephen Curry. Jokic trying to free himself up. And that one is good. And that's 21 points for Luka Doncic.
Boy, once Doncic gets on the road, there aren't many ways to slow him down. Huge night so far.
Curry passes it to Jokic. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. They shoot again. In deep. Jokic drops it in. Jokic has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
You know, in the paint, Jokic is dominant because he can hurt you with the pass or with his scoring ability, and he knows how to position and assert himself in the paint area.
And Doncic hits it to go. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Doncic passes to Curry. And here's James outside. The offensive rebound. And to Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Clark. Barrett kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. No good with the triple. Now the West with the ball. It's a 1-point game.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Hachimura. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Doncic. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Doncic has got the lead up to 4 now for Team World. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly.
Luka
Drops in the tray.
For 3.
Doncic has got 9.
Boy, Doncic showing you his competitiveness right there with the back at you 3. The revenge triple.
Here's Doncic. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the West All-Stars.
LeBron
Yep, it
James.
counts.
Elite at moving the ball. Jokic is one of the best passers in the league regardless of position. No doubt he's the best 5-man passer for sure.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
And it's Clark with the jam.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
James in the post. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Team World. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Hachimura out there with R.J. Barrett. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Okogie in at the center position. The shot by George, wide open. They get the rebound. That one drops for him. Gobert's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the West All-Stars. Ball against Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a piece of it and taken away by Paul. Here's Brown. The shot, no good. And Team World will come the other way. Here's a Kogi. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
A nice shot by George.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Mikhailuk can't get it to go. The West leading by 3. Here's Paul. They get it back. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can. Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Paul. And that one misses.
Well, you know, Okogie has quickly proven himself to be a dynamic player. He flies around the floor looking for ways to help out his team at both ends, which is quite impressive for a young guy like him.
And it's Team World with the ball. After the miss 3 from Damian Lillard. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Drills the three-pointer.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And what time is it? It's Dame time. Lillard relishes going to the line in these close ones.
Damian Lillard at the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that gives them the lead. Team World making some changes. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Okogie, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Mikhailuk. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Jokic is checked in for Gobert. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Ben Simmons. James checked in for George. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jaylen Brown.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And here's a timeout from Monty Williams. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
You know, honestly, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, he couldn't miss. Just look at this stat line. You got to really see it to believe it. Complete confidence and all-out effort from him. And, you know, he made sure this was his night in spades.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He really got after him in public. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one.
First team foul.
All right, David, thanks. Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. And here's Doncic from the arc. The West again cannot hit. On offense, here's Team World. Hachimura with it. Lillard picks him up. Yes!
And you see the composure of Hachimura, not feeling the pressure of the moment at all.
Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Floats one up. Got it. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Now, here's Doncic. Inside, Hachimura. Got it!
Boy, where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, you know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
So a close game sees Team World taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.